as bad as, maybe a couple of weeks into being here. I came from South, I came from Chennai. I learned Hindi in school, but I never spoke it much. Just listening to how people were speaking, I just thought you address people this way. So one day there was someone in the mess, and I had to call him. I called him Abe Saleh. I thought you call people that way. Quite.
You met Anjali at IIT Kharagpur?
Yeah, Anjali is my wife. She was my classmate. She lived in. Do you still have? I hope you still have SN Hall. And it was the only girls' hostel then, and I hope there are a few more now. And it wasn't always easy to. If you had to go get someone at the girls' hostel, you had to walk in the front and request someone there to go call them, and so they would go in and loudly say, Anjali, Sundar is here for you. So, I interviewed at Google on April 1st, 2004, which is April Fool's Day. And Google had just announced Gmail, and it was invite only, and so but people weren't exactly sure whether it was an April Fool's joke. And so I remember doing my interviews during the day, and people kept asking me, "What do you think of Gmail?" But I hadn't had a chance to use it. I thought they were, it was an April Fool's joke. So my first 3 interviews, I couldn't answer it well because I didn't use the product. It was only in the 4th interview when someone asked me, "Have you seen Gmail?" I said no, and so he actually showed it to me. And then the 5th interviewer asked, "What do you think of Gmail?" And I was able to start answering it then. So the final 4 interviews, I actually told them about what I think of Gmail and how to improve Gmail. And that's my interview experience like. Somebody in the middle also took me to have ice cream in the middle, which showed me Google was a very, very different place as well. So that was how my interview process. A long road. I always enjoyed programming. I still remember learning Fortran. For those of you who know that language, at KGP here, and I always enjoyed programming, so I did that on the side, and that became something which I pursued because I really enjoyed doing it.
So the first one is from Vishal Sharma. How do you spend your free time?
Free time.
Do you have free time?
Definitely. I have young kids, so I try to spend it with them. I love watching cricket and soccer. If I get a chance, I do that too. So I try to stay in touch with friends and family.
How old are the kids?
13 and 9.
13 and 9. Yeah. Tricky one. From Amol Sakle. What was your GPA at IIT?
I would say, too embarrassed to admit it after my first year, but really good the next 3 years to make up for it. So that's how I would say.
So there's hope. Year 1 students, if your GPA is low, there's still hope. Mura Singh, who was your idol during your BTech days?
Many. I would say many people. I admired people from all walks of life. This week I met Mr. Narayana Murthy. Had a chance to have breakfast with them. Admired people like that who put India really on the map globally. I love watching cricket. Love watching Tendulkar play. Tendulkar started playing when I joined IIT. So
next one is from me. Who's your favorite Bollywood actress?
Wow. At Google, I had a chance to host and interview Deepika Padukone and Shah Rukh Khan. So maybe Deepika Padukone. I used to enjoy watching Prakash Padukone play badminton as well. So combination of the two.
And who was your favorite actress when you were growing up?
Favorite actors? Actress growing up. There were many.
Do you have a poster in your room?
I don't want to comment on posters and what happens in college dorm stays there, right? So,
Get calls from your college friends.
I do. Today it's much easier to stay in touch through many different ways, but I definitely, as I said, a few of us met up in Bangalore, and so it was good to meet with a few friends from KGP in Bangalore. So I still.
Do you have a group which you are on with all these friends?
Yeah. I mean, we follow them on Facebook, WhatsApp, everything, just like everyone else does.
Okay, great. So, you've been. I heard you say that Gavaskar was your favorite cricketer when you were growing up. You used to listen to the commentary on radio. India versus West Indies.
Yeah.
Gavaskar used to score hundreds.
Yeah.
In the Windies against those fast bowlers. And of course, you mentioned Tendulkar as well, right? But who's your favorite cricketer today? Do you follow cricket? I mean,
I follow cricket. And I don't get as much time as I used to, but they keep making the game shorter and shorter, so it gets easier to follow. I definitely follow cricket. Like with everyone here, I think watching Kohli through the last year has been incredible. I didn't think somebody could have an average above 50 in all forms of the game, Test cricket, one days, and T20. So it's been phenomenal to see.
And were you a cricketer yourself? Did you play while you were
at... not very good. I couldn't even make it to the KGP team, so sorry.